Hey Clashers, today we visit one of the top clans in the world, actually ranked 2 clans right now in the clan capital, and we want to try to take a look at some of their secrets and what they're doing on offense to really perform that incredible. Rank 1 in Germany, rank 2 in the global leaderboard, which is already super impressive. Huge shout out goes to Yo-Yo, who has invited me to actually come over and check out some of their attacks to share them with you guys so you can attack better and have a nice advantage in your next raid weekend to not only get obviously better trophies, but as well, and that's even more important, more clan gold to progress quicker. So let's jump into some attacks and let's take a look at what they're doing and how they're doing everything. Starting things off is with the Dragon Cliffs, the probably hardest district in the clan capital and most annoying to attack, and he is doing something completely crazy. So first of what he's using a ton of battle ramps, okay? That's already the big difference compared to my attacks. If I am attacking, I'm really trying to limit the amount of ramps which I have to use. And the next thing which he's doing, which is incredible smart, which I feel like a lot of people don't even know about, is he's using one graveyard spell each to actually snipe the house of the super dragons, the guard post on defense. And I'm not talking about the troop, I'm talking about the building. Now you might wonder, iTzu, why exactly is he doing that? What is the thing? What is the thought process behind that? Let me explain. As long as those buildings are staying alive, the troop which is connected to that building, to that guard post, is not able to move over the entire map. It's always going to be around that location and is not going to leave that really likely. With that being said, if you take that building out, you can drag this dragon, the super dragon on defense, anywhere on the map. And that's exactly the goal. This is exactly what he's going for. He's trying to snipe every single guard post building on this map and actually then lure the super dragons on top of the raid spell. What this does is multiple things. First off, and that's the most important thing, is he's only having to use one rage to actually take down all of those super dragons, because this rage can be used for all of the super dragons together, because he's always luring those dragons on top of it. Right now he's trying to take down another guard post on the bottom side. He's running low on archers, but don't worry, he cannot take down this district in one attack, okay? That would be crazy. That would be impossible. Instead, now he's using lightnings to take down the far left super dragon building, and now he's using some archers at the bottom side to actually take down that building next. With that being said, this would mean every single guard post on defense, building at least, has been taken care of. Now the next thing what he has to do is luring those super dragons now on top of that rage to make sure that he can drop them more archers to take the remaining super dragons out. That's exactly what he's doing right there now, dropping the archers. And the next thing is what he's doing, he's dropping a battle ram where then the super dragons locking onto the battle ram, flying behind it, and meanwhile those archers which turned visible again from the invisibility can still take down the dragon without getting shot at, which is genius because it's saving you a ton of troop and housing space. With that being said, he's keep doing with that method and just making sure that all of those dragons are taken care of with some nice archers, and then always taking with some battle rams to make sure those archers are staying alive and actually taking down those super dragons. With that being said, all of the defensive power which is making this district so powerful has been taken care of, and at this point it's just a regular district where he is going to use hog riders to actually completely decimate it. At this point though, I want to actually throw in as well a huge problem which we have right now with the trophy system, and which is benefiting Yo-Yo obviously quite a bit in playing this clan capital, because right now we have a system where you can rush in the clan capital, which is no problem, that's totally fine. But if you're rushing to clan capital level 10 and then maxing all of your offense, you can pretty much two-shot if you're as good as Yo-Yo, which is not easy. I want to really highlight that. It is not easy at all. But if you're good enough, you can actually two-shot most of the districts and then get really high in the leaderboards, which sounds wrong in an upgrade-based strategy game where it's the goal to upgrade. giving disadvantage to better upgraded clan capitals seems a little bit strange from Supercell. So I'm pretty confident that Supercell is going to change that over time, giving the number, like tweaking the numbers there a little bit, or making the matchmaking trophy. But I don't know what they're going to do, but hopefully they're going to address that. Because if you take a look at the top ranked clans, a lot of those top ranked clans are all not above the 2k upgrade mark, which is kind of strange. But again, if we take a look at this, it's pretty crazy. He's always getting those 18 attacks on average on every single district. And that's now leading me back into the main point. Even with the different system, all of those really, really good top clans would be probably still on top. And this is how it should be. And this is not why I do not want to hate on any players or whatever. It's more about that I think the system is kind of strange. You could compare it with, like, for example, some clans being maxed out at around about 3,000 upgrades, and then some clans being above them with like 1,500 upgrades, which is half of it. If you would compare that to the home village, would be the same thing as like a town of 13 being at the number 1 spot, and a town of 15 cannot really top that because how the system works. This seems wrong, right? So you know where I'm coming from. At the same time, though, this is not, I do want to repeat, this is not about trying to talk any of those top teams small. As I said, Yo-Yo, he is right now the rank 1 clan in Germany. I think he would even, like, just based on skill, he would be probably even anyway at that position because he's just so good. So let's just have some more fun and witness another few of his attacks. So the next one is actually on the second hardest district when we're excluding the capital peak. I would say it's the second hardest, which is the Barbarian Camp. This district can be kind of rough, and this base is really having a ton of damage on the back end. With the double super cannons right there, we have the 2 rocket artilleries and a ton of damage on this back end. What he's doing, though, he's approaching this really smart. He has already told me that the most used troop which he is running is probably the Hog Rider. He's really, really good with those Hog Raiders, and this is exactly showcasing in the strategy. Above 60% in the first attack. This is incredible. This is really, really crazy. Really making sure that he's taking care of so many buildings early on and completely exposing the back end. The next thing, which is really important as well, he's always using a couple of battle rams to tank for these hogs and open up the walls, because remember that you need to make sure that you're opening the compartments to really increase your deployment area. This is something which I personally, for example, forget a lot of times. When I'm using those Hog Rider attacks, most of the time I'm just using them, not too many of the rams or something. And then this is something which I'm struggling then with, is easily said that I cannot deploy in the next attack my troops close to the buildings where I want to get them to go. Like, this is the big problem. Instead, he's doing it really smart, making sure that he can target those buildings right away, targeting the air defenses, like the air bombs right away, and going in with those rocket dunes, really surgically approaching, trying to come in from every single angle, because we had so many bomb towers on this back end. Hog Raiders would have been completely decimated by them. Instead, he's going by air, and this is like what this district is all about. Ground is so hard in this one, so you kind of have to go by air, but he's still mixing it in, really trying to react to whatever the base is throwing at him, and it's just topping it with like outsmarting the base builder. So really, really good move by him there. And this is what I'm saying, like, even though I'm kind of complaining about the trophy system overall, those attacks, it's just amazing to watch. It's just amazing to witness those incredible attacks and how they're approaching those districts strategically. Next attack, we have again the Graveyard Spell. I mean, I don't have to tell you, but it's quite strong, let's put it that way. Again, we have the combination of Hog Raiders and the Ram. As well, a big shout out to those guys, because I have always so far talked about Yo-Yo, who's like the main man behind this clan. But actually they're running this clan as like 3 people overall, so it's not like a big clan with a lot of different players in the clan. It's mainly those 3 with different and multiple accounts playing the clan capital, because it's different to the home village where you have your own village. In this one, everyone can use the same upgrades of the clan capital, which is kind of cool, especially if you want to use your second, third, whatever accounts to play together with a few of your friends. So this is what they're doing here. So big shout out goes obviously not only to Yo-Yo, but all of those who are pushing in this clan capital. They're doing amazing work. You can see already again close to the 60% mark on the golden quarry, which to me again, it's quite impressive to watch. I mean, it is insane how good those guys are. And now again, with those hogs going in, trying to spread them out, using again the battle ram to spawn, generate those skeletons with the graveyard spell, then those hogs in, try to get them surgically into the base. And the most important thing is this one flying hog glider, because this is going to stun the defense, and this is why it's so important to not just spam them in, but really try to approach the base strategically and surgically to really get as many stun effects out as possible. And with that being said, this base stands no chance whatsoever and completely wrecks this base. So I'm really happy that we have so many really strong clans in the German community, which is obviously great. I have few more which I want to visit, which I will share on this channel. I hope you're going to enjoy this content, because I'm really looking forward to see what they're doing. And let me know if you like this video, if you like this idea of visiting those top clans as well and highlighting a little bit more, because I feel like they're just so good at the game and we can all learn so much from them. I have learned a ton visiting the clan for just a couple of seconds or like minutes, recording the attacks, watching some of their other attacks. It's really, really cool to watch how they're always trying to adapt, trying to mix in a couple of things to make really their attacking troops fitting to the style, not always spamming the same strategy. So really I liked a lot what I've seen. And yeah, huge shout out goes to Yo-Yo and his teammates right there. Thank you so much for inviting me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you guys back tomorrow with the next video again. Until then, see ya and bye bye.